So obviously, when they're giving away this much money, there's going to be quite a few qualifications. So first and foremost, this is a first-time homebuyer program. CalHFA is defining first-time homebuyers as not having owned a primary residence, a house that you've lived in within the past 3 years, and that's all borrowers on the loan must meet that first-time homebuyer qualification. Additionally, you cannot have lived in a home owned by your spouse in the past 3 years. The next one, here's the real kicker. At least one borrower on the loan for this program must be a first generation home buyer, which means no ownership over the last 7 years on a home in the United States, and your parents cannot have owned a home in the United States. If your parents are deceased, they cannot have owned a home at the time of their passing. Finally, there is a bit of a loophole. If you spend time in the foster system, you could potentially also qualify as a first generation home buyer. Important note here, all borrowers must intend to live in the home. So if you have someone in mind that you want to add on to the loan to help you qualify as a first generation home buyer, like say, for example, you have an uncle, he never bought a house, his daughters also don't own their own homes, you could potentially put one of your cousins here on the loan with you, but that person, whoever it may be, who's helping you qualify under that first generation homebuyer stipulation, they must live in the house. So you have to deal with the extra body in the house. You have to deal with the packed house situation, let's call it. Additional qualifications include a 680 minimum credit score for all borrowers on the loan. There are debt to income qualifying standards, and there are max income standards as well. Finally, these funds will be given out on a lottery basis, meaning if you hit all of these qualifications, you can put your name in the hat and you could potentially be selected through the lottery system to receive the Dream for All funds.